pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call starting on my right.
Councilmember Josh Arndt.
Councilperson Brent Meyer.
Mayor Jimmy John King.
Councilperson Craig Anderson.
Councilperson Jeremiah Holden.
Okay, looking for approval of tonight's agenda.
Should be nothing additional from staff.
Move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. Approval of council meeting minutes of January 22nd, 2019.
I'll move to approve that as well.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That also carries. Takes us on to accounts payable. We have an additional listing for the accounts payable there also. Any questions and directions to Administrator Schimmel?
Make motion approved.
We got a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That also carries. That takes us to motions and general business. Our first item tonight under general business will be the public hearing for the Gray subdivision. Public hearing for the Gray subdivision, final plat will be held before the city council due to the fact that the street, water, sewer is already in place on First Avenue Northeast. We have allowed the pre-plat and final plat review to be conducted at the same time. The developer has proposed a private sewer line to service the two lots within the subdivision, has agreed to record a maintenance agreement with the property deed so that the future owners are aware that the sewer line does not belong to the city and that they are responsible for it. The development agreement between the property owner and the city will cover the maintenance agreement requirement and the bond that will be required for the construction of improvements and water, sewer, storm, sewer access charges. City engineer Obernolte has reviewed the plats for confirmation with the city subdivision and zoning ordinances. We'll now close this meeting, open the public hearing. Public hearing on the Gray subdivision. Notice is hereby given that City Council will conduct a public hearing at 7 p.m. on February 12th, 2019, in City Hall, 105 East First Street, Stewartville, for the purpose of considering the pre-plat and final plat for Gray subdivision B2, highway commercial zoning district described below. Gray subdivision, that part of the northwest quarter, the southeast quarter of section 27, township 105, range 14, Olmsted County, Minnesota, First Avenue Northeast and 20th Street Northeast. Complete description will be on file at City Hall. Any written or oral statements will be considered tonight at this public hearing. Do we have any written statements?
No, we don't.
Do we have any oral statements? Do we have any questions here?
Planning and zoning didn't have any issues or any concerns.
All right, we have no written or oral, no other concerns. I'll close this public hearing. Open the other general meeting back up. So, yes, as Brent said, the planning commission is recommending approval attached to the plats and city engineer's review letters. So the council actually requested to be approval of resolution 2019- approving the final plat of Gray subdivision, subject to the development agreement being signed. Do we have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion, we have a second.
I'll second.
We have a second, do we have any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That carries. You're going to be part of the development, aren't you?
A little bit. Mr. Gray sends his regards, his duty calls for it. So.
Would you like to have anything to say or anything?
Just that we're happy to be here, opened up on Monday, and in
This is where we'll
crew.
be back tonight.
So, Wendy Bank, we started a temporary spot in Mr. Bucknell's building, the pizza ranch, so we get some customers in the door before we start building in the spring. So,
Open house all week?
Yeah.
Good deal. Probably a little slow today for open house. or-
Just a little bit.
All right, well, we welcome you to our community. We're glad to have you coming here and building here, so thanks a lot. We'll get you started as quick as we can.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you're either welcome to stay or leave, whatever you prefer, with the roads the way they are.
Let me make a guess, any night of the meeting, what people would choose to do. I mean, I'm like Johnny Carson, Karnak, I can predict everything. Have a good night, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for coming down.
Yeah.
Work, Josh.
Next item, under general business, variance at 104 Lackman Court Northeast. Terry Timmerman is seeking a 3.5-foot variance from the 20-foot setback requirement as per section 1325.03. The variance is for a portion of the length of the garage that doesn't meet the setback. Also, while city policy typically only allows for one driveway per property, corner lots sometimes can better accommodate an additional driveway, and these have been granted on cases-by-case requests. By granting variance, the city will also be allowing the second driveway. The planning commission held a public hearing and recommend approval of the variance based on the following facts. Findings of facts. Variance is in harmony as the ordinance is designed to allow. The variance is consistent with the standard residential property use. The proposed accessory structure does conform with the neighborhood. The lot shape is unique in that it has two side streets bordering the property lines. The proposed structure is consistent with residential accessory structures. So the council action requested is to approve or deny resolution 2019 resolution approving the variance is recommended to the city council. Do we have a motion on that variance?
Make a motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Just, so the driveway goes off on a Maple Grove Drive, right?
Correct.
It would be, okay. Seems weird, but I guess if I had a garage back there, I'd want to be able to access it like that. So.
We have a motion second. Do we have any other discussion? Questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That also carries. Next item under general business tonight. Conditional use permit for Deason's Cleaners. Greg Deason has submitted an application to open a dry cleaning plant at the previous home Skip and Dale's building at 202 South Main Street. The plant will be a green plant with no chemicals used. They're expecting to employ 20 people when in full operation. The Planning Commission held a public hearing and recommend approval of the CUP subject to the purchase of the property by Deason's and with no conditions. So the council action requested tonight would be approve or deny the conditional use permit as recommended to the city council, subject to the purchase of the property by Deason's. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
And we have a second. Do we have questions or discussion up here? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That also carries. That'll take us on to mayor, staff,
Good
and
night.
consultant reports. Mayor's report tonight. City of Stewartville would like to send their sympathies to the families of Glenn LeBaron, Pat Stephenson, Mary Condon, Dave Bakken, Lane Moan, Gerald Johnson, Merlin Hack, Avery Vries, and Les Severson. Don't forget the 23rd annual Cabin Fever Flea Market is this Saturday at the Civic Center. Next week is National FFA Week. This Saturday is a community breakfast. Everyone is welcome. It's $1 for pancakes, eggs, and sausage served in the shop. And that $1 represents the farmer's portion of all that meal. From the eggs, the sausage, and pancakes, and the labor and fuel, and the whole works.
It's gonna stay quiet on this one because it's a good cause.
Ironwood Springs will be holding their annual President's Day Pancake Supper and Family Fun Night next Monday from 4 to 7:30. The 16th annual Food for Kids is set for April 6th. This is a great event sponsored by the Kiwanis. They're looking for volunteers to prepare meals or donate it fairly. $5 will provide 33 meals. $50 will provide 332 meals. And the city council and the city of Stewartville and everyone else would like to send their congratulations out to Craig and Tammy Anderson.
Thank you.
Once again,
Yeah, crazy, huh?
yeah.
It's so much cheaper now. All you gotta do is have 5 or 6 people there, and you just get on Facebook and nobody knows. And everybody celebrates on their phones.
Yeah, I see. This is just the mayor speaking for myself, not the council, but I think you got the better end of the deal on this one.
I wish I could say it's the first time I've heard that. I have to admit, though, it's super funny because we got married just in a private suite, and it was we couldn't even get everybody together to sign the paper, just the 2 witnesses to sign the paperwork and get everything dialed in because Tammy had to get on Facebook to make it Facebook official and change her name on Facebook first. Are you kidding me? And then she couldn't change it on her phone, so she gets her work laptop off. She's like, "Geez, have a glass of champagne." Oh Lord, it's a different world.
Well, once you get it done on Facebook, it was official.
Yeah.
All right, that's what counts. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's all I have tonight. City Administrator's report.
Main reports in your packet. I do want to comment on 3 items though. One, obviously, or a couple of them are actually personnel related. Obviously with our finance department and the medical leave, please know that the staff and the mayor has been working closely with us. With the auditors, our banks, our investments, and then the staff helping with duties. So we'll keep that going until the family visits with us more, but just wanted to put you all at ease that we're taking care of everything there, and we'll monitor that as we move along. Then in the library department, there's going to be 2 pending retirements there, and so we, when you get down to personnel committee, we'll probably need you individuals to meet. We're looking at hopefully maybe next Tuesday already, before or after that EDA meeting, so we can kind of tie in a couple meetings with one night's commitment.
Yep.
So,
Oh, okay.
and that will involve one of our associates and the library director. So, then the last item I have is I did put in the report, and we had mentioned it to you last time about setting up a workshop date. We would still like to go ahead with that, staff-wise, and we are looking at the 3rd week in March. And so far, suggestions have come in Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, if that looks possible. And we'd be looking at a 9 to 1 or a 10 to 2 kind of time frame if possible, and we just do it down here at the
Stay
fire
right
hall.
in town, right?
Yeah, then you can come and go as you might need to with other commitments. But if you need to alter that a little bit, and it has to be noon to 4 or something like that, let us know. And this has just worked out well the last couple of years we've done this time frame, so we just thought we'd throw that out again, kind of as the first choice. But we're open to whatever you all.
So we'll need to know that shortly too, then we'll have to post that too, correct?
So that's the 3rd full week in March?
Yeah, I think like the, what,
19th.
18th, 19th, 20th, or 19th, 20th, 21st, or something like that.
So you're working on that and get back to staff as quick as you can on that.
Yep.
All right, anything else, Bill?
No, next item's under EDA, so.
Any questions for Bill? All right, moving on then to finance director's report. You gonna come up for that, Bill? or-
Let's see, bill list is working at no meeting immediately, but we would like the finance committee just to be on standby if things come along that we might need. But the foreseeable schedule looks to be good, budget-wise, as well as project-wise. And that first big project item would end up being the CIP, but that's still a ways out. And we wouldn't really need financing until it's ordered to go ahead. And then progress payments would start based on construction.
All right. Next
Oh,
one.
there's one more thing. There are reoccurring CDs that we have. And so right now the staff recommendation is to basically re-up those. We're seeing better rates right now. So we'll keep kind of the same conservative approach we've had, but it looks like we're going to enjoy better rates. And so I'll work, obviously, day to day with the mayor on that. Angeli's working with me on that. And then the finance committee could play a part if there's something unusual that would come up. So, sorry, thanks.
All right, got her. Public Works report, Sean?
One thing to add to there, they did come to seal the well. Over at well 2, we have the one that was part of the wellhead protection plan. We finally got them here. We have run into a little bit of a snag there. They broke a head off in the bottom of it. There's some cable and some stuff, and we're waiting to hear back from the state on whether they'll just let us seal that up with that stuff in there, or if we're gonna try and fish that out of there before we can seal it up. So it's sitting over there. It's still closed off again now, but they drilled it down to the depth and are waiting for the state's approval on that. Nothing goes easy. Other than that, plow snow.
You see the alert went out again tonight, correct?
Yep. The guys will be coming in at 2 in the morning again and scraping off.
How's the cars been for
The
the last few?
good. Last night, I
Most part
think
good.
Mike said they only had 3.
3.
The one that on Sunday night we didn't have as much snow, but we still did come in and plow because of the blowing and stuff like that. There was more out there that night, but that's a common occurrence when people just think they're not getting as much, but we haven't had.
And then the time before that was like 7 and 9 before that, so.
It's been good, and the deputies have been doing a great job of tagging. It's been working well, I think. So.
All right, great. Well, get you guys rested up and keep plowing. All we can do now. City engineer's report is in the packet. I had notified Jen because of the nasty weather, probably not gonna drive all the way down tonight. Probably handle this one without her.
Good call.
Although I did tell Craig to make sure he was here.
I was looking for any angle I could find.
Any question on the status of the projects that she has in the report? Maybe Bill or Sean or I or somebody can help answer or something if you have a question. All right.
She's working closely with us, obviously, on the 2019, and so we'll keep monitoring that, and hopefully all these dates will keep falling into place okay. So right now we're okay yet.
All right, no questions there. That'll take us on to no library director tonight. It'll be fire chief night tonight. Vance, you got a report?
Yep, so first time we got a physical report in, we'll be getting physical reports every month. Just kind of some of the highlights. We had 451 hours of staff time dedicated to the community last month. For calls for service, we had a total of 38. 11 of them were fire related, 27 were EMS related. We did have one body recovery where the individual had been passed for some amount of time. We're going to be talking with Bill with some concerns we've got with that, and hopefully some things that maybe we can help with that a little bit more. There were 3 training courses scheduled for January. One was canceled due to weather conditions. And then the maintenance meetings, we had a total of 9 maintenance meetings that happened there. The last 4 pages are just basically our financial reports that we do. It basically is just a different format. We go right off of the city's financial reports. That's provided by Barb and by Angeli. We just put it in a little different format so the staff can read it a little bit easier. So, and I would anticipate we'll have this to you every month for now on.
Any questions for the chief? Everything held up okay on these calls? I mean, with the...
We had one frozen.
I mean,
Yeah, we had a frozen truck at the shed fire, 1 or 2 trucks. I think Brent was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had froze up. We're not sure what happened with that one. Had some water bypass one of the valves. The pump truck that we were pumping with was fine, but we sent one back just because it was froze up a little bit. Other than that, everything else has been doing good. We try to keep everything had water in the barn as much as possible. But yeah, other than that, one truck freezing up a little bit, everything's been good. So Ryan Podine is our current head engineer for the department. He's been on top of making sure all the repairs are getting done and stuff. So doing really well with that.
All right. Any other questions for the chief? You have anything else? Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Keep fighting them fires.
Just try to stay warm.
Committee Commission and Board reports. First one will be Chamber of Commerce. They've got their e-letter in there for February. The home show's over with. We already did that. That was, a lot of people turned out. Not so many people working in our booth, but a lot of people turned out for the show. So you can see all the other stuff they got. They canceled their donut deal today, didn't they?
Friday.
Moved it to Friday morning.
That's at 7 a.m. at the chamber office over here. If anybody wants to stop over and have a donut and visit with them, check things out. Other than that, it's all in the newsletter. That'll take us to EDA, HRA. Got a CETA update in there. Did you say you had something on there?
Yeah, just, it's that public, once a year they do that public open house. So they get to discuss the year in review and gives that public a chance to offer up ideas or projects they'd like to see the
And that's
EDA
a
work on.
February meeting, correct?
Next Tuesday at the Civic Center. Yep.
So, yep, that's all, well, all of our meetings are open to the public, but that's when we try to get people to more so show up if they will. Finance,
I think we pretty well summarized everything there for this meeting.
library,
No, we haven't met yet.
Okay.
Next week, I think.
all right. Park board,
No report.
personnel, we'll be meeting next week
Next
if we.
Tuesday.
Yeah, what are you talking, like 5 o'clock?
No, what time does EDA start?
EDA starts at 6.
Yeah, but assume that I can go to that. I don't think.
5:30 should work, shouldn't it?
Yeah,
I'll plan
It's
on
just
it.
to lay out some schedules and some plans
Yep.
and tentative approvals.
What do you think, 5 o'clock?
Well, if you have to be over there by 6, I mean, I don't know.
I should be able to.
You can.
I just don't have my work calendar in front of me, but I know I'll be
Let's
off.
put it down for 5, we'll see if we get started after 5.
minutes.
It should be all right.
Put it down for 5 then. Public safety,
The sheriff's office calls for service are in your packet. We had 475 calls in the month of January. A little higher than normal. However, we did have a large traffic saturation throughout the month of January. We had 141 traffic stops. So, on January 22nd, we held a public safety committee meeting. Some things on the agenda we talked about were traffic safety. We talked about some road signage, some driver feedback signs for in town. We reviewed some ordinances, some disorderly housing. Went over parking and towing, a review of that policy, also some of the city lots. We did go over the calls for service for the year, yearly comparison, and with other areas around the community. Talked about council meeting updates. Other than that, just expect a few things to come out of that meeting for review and approval. The other thing, on the 26th of February, when we have that council meeting, the sheriff is going to come down. So if you have any questions, concerns, comments, any things you want to highlight or the sheriff to talk about, please get a hold of me or Cheryl.
either one of the members from the committee got any to add to the?
Oh, it was a good meeting. The minutes are in there.
All right, any other questions for Mike? On the committee? All right, hearing none, thanks, Mike. Planning and zoning?
We just had a meeting last week and we approved what we talked about tonight. So.
All right. Public Works?
We had a meeting tonight to talk about some equipment purchases that are coming up.
Okay. So, minutes probably be in next pack.
Yep.
All right. Roll call?
Minutes should be in your packet there.
Nothing else to add?
Nope. Just working on the next 40-year plan.
Good deal. Stu 180. Nothing on that right now. I take it. Transit Advisory Committee.
We have a meeting with NDOT next Tuesday, 10 a.m. They're going to give us a report on their study with the findings of their ridership and not really a feasibility study, but what they found out and give us a report, and then we'll come back and give you the numbers and what they came up with.
Good deal. Glad to see you tonight.
Good to see you.
Well, I haven't seen you for a while. You've been hiding out on us.
I know, they're busy.
Okay, communications. Under communications, we got Care Center board meetings, minutes. You got RTCC correspondence there for upcoming project meetings. And that's gonna take us to the open mic. Open mic policy is the city council welcomes and encourages participation of community members. Please keep in mind that the comments must be pertinent to city business and they must adhere to the data privacy rules. No employee's name may be used. Please do not expect action from the council this evening regarding your concerns. We also request that your comments be limited to 4 minutes. Speakers will be recognized only once. At this time, we ask that anyone who would like to address the city council will please step up to the podium, state your name and address. Is that you?
No.
Huh?
Just here to learn.
Tell us how much you're learning. You can step up there and tell us that. All right.
It's gotta be something that piques your interest, right?
I mean, just kind of, yeah, here to learn more about the city and the things that go on behind the scenes.
Good for you, man.
Glad you came.
Pretty exciting night tonight, though, too, huh?
Yes.
Well, if no one wants to use the open mic, takes us to the last motion of the.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
We got a motion and a second. Any questions or discussion on that one? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned.
Clearly, schools either can't